Ahem. Today, I will tell you a story. This story is, of course, Super Paper Mario. My favorite game. 1 year ago today, I did this video with 60 drawings I did. And, well, that's where my channel started. So now, 1 year later, I'm doing it again. This time I've taken all my drawings and I have painted them on my laptop. So, yeah, updated version. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for 1 year of good stuff. Super Paper Mario, yes. My favorite game, the game that started the whole channel, the whole epic saga of Mr. R Productions. Yes, I've been around for 1 year now. 1 year ago, I uploaded my original video of this, and now I'm doing it all again. So, get ready to enjoy the greatest story in any Paper Mario game. Keep your opinions to yourself. And, yeah, hopefully you appreciate the art too. So first we have Mario, the hero, the prophesized hero of prophecy, and he is unexpectedly taken into this adventure to save all worlds from destruction. He has to search for the 8 pure hearts with the help of his friend, his new butterfly friend Tippy. Mario will not be alone on this journey though, because with him is Luigi, his brother. Yes, Luigi's in this game. He's not playable for that long in the game, but he's there, just being himself. He can jump very high, and I guess that's useful to some degree. But they're also not alone, because with them as well as another hero is Princess Peach. Princess Peach joins us in this game, being a playable hero for most of the game, with a parasol that allows you to take 0 damage when using it, so pretty useful. Then of course our 4th hero, my favourite, Bowser! Yeah, Bowser time! Bowser, King of Koopas, is a hero in this game. He does double damage compared to the other members of the team, and when paired up with a certain platform pixel, is pretty much unstoppable. Now on to our villains. Our first villain is Count Black, yes, the main villain of the game. He starts the game by doing what any villain would do in a Paper Mario game, and that would be kidnapping Princess Peach. However, his motives are different. He does not kidnap the princess because he likes the princess like Bowser does, or because he just wants to turn her into part of his origami castle like King Ollie, or to use as a vessel for the Shadow Queen. No, no, no. Black uses Peach, along with Bowser, to make his master plan complete. More on that later. Count Black's motives? A mystery at this point, but that makes it interesting. Next up, his assistant Nastasia. Nastasia, who I will always say is probably the most underrated character in this entire game, and if you don't agree with me, you are just wrong. Nastasia is Black's assistant. 100% loyal to Black. Always will be. Can hypnotize people. Then we have O-Chunks. O-Chunks is essentially the junior trooper of Super Paper Mario. He's fought about 4 times, is it? 4 times, which is a lot in this game, and he's usually pretty easy to beat. He's a big, bulky, brawn over brains kind of guy. Next we have Mimi. Mimi is a shape-shifting little girl who loves rubies, and yeah, her true form is a little spidery. Yeah. But she likes rubies. Now we have Dementia. Even if you haven't played Super Paper Mario, as long as you're in the Paper Mario fandom, you've probably heard the name Dementio. Also pronounced sometimes as Dementio. I converted from Dementio to Dementio. Dementio is Master of Dimensions, pleaser of crowds. You know, the usual stuff. Evil villain, works for Black, uses magic. Then, of course, the last villain in the group, we have Mr. L. Gee, I wonder who that could be. No, I'll never tell. This is Mr. L. It's a brainwashed Luigi. Anastasia brainwashes Luigi, turning him into Mr. L, who basically has an entirely different personality, has a giant metal robot on his side, and yeah, he doesn't last too long, but Mr. L is here. Then we get the pixels. Yeah, the pixels of the little guys who help you on your adventure. We'll start from the top left and work our way around. First of all, we have Tippy. Tippy is your main pixel friend. Tippy's your main ally. You can use her abilities to find out more about your enemies, uncover hidden things like doors and stairs. And she even gives advice. Yeah, granted, she's not the best partner compared to some other ones, but she's very story-driven, and she becomes very important story-wise later in the game. Then next we have Barry. Barry is an optional pixel who allows you to create a barrier around you. Then Slim, who can turn you sideways paper thin, so that you turn invisible to all enemies. Then there's Dotty, who can shrink you down to the size of, well, a dot. And there's Kudge, middle row left, which is essentially just lets Mario use hammer. Then there's Carry, the platform pixel, which, when you ride Carry, makes you move a little faster, as well as glide over spikes and such. The fact that it makes you move faster makes Carry and Bowser a very good combination, since Bowser walks slower. Throw is the pixel that lets you pick up and throw objects. Boomer is explosive. He's a bomb. You just place him down. Bomb. You want it? It's yours, my friend. Piccolo is the useless pixel. Piccolo just plays music and apparently cures status effects, but I don't know. I can't be able to get Piccolo. You have to go on this long side quest mission for like half an hour mission here, going to different places, picking up different objects to bring to other people, so eventually you can get the key to the locked door on flop side so you can get Piccolo, who's completely useless. Flip allows you to flip certain spots to see what's on the back sides of them. Yeah. Dash all makes you move really fast. Now, I know what you're thinking. Move really fast? Gee, where do I get this? Where do I sign up? This sounds like the best pixel ever. Dash was in the Pit of 100 Trials. If you have the time and patience to get through the Pit of 100 Trials, then you can have Dashel. And finally, there's Fuddly. Fuddly allows you to do, well, a ground pound, causing a thud. Okay, I'm doing these scenes chronologically rather than going straight into the wedding scene. So, first of all, Mario and Luigi hear that the Princess Peach has been kidnapped, and of course they suspect Bowser. They go to Bowser's castle, only to find that Bowser hasn't even started his attack yet. Suddenly, Princess Peach appears in midair. Yep, Princess Peach has been kidnapped by a new challenger. Count Black. Count Black, the new villain. He's kidnapped the princess, wipes everyone out, pretty much teleports everyone to some random place that we don't know yet. But then we do know because the wedding scene comes first. Transports everyone to his wedding room in his castle, leaving just Mario behind. Mario is then confronted by Tippy, who takes him to Flipside. More on that later. Black is ending all worlds by harnessing the power of the Chaos Heart. How did he get the Chaos Heart? Well, he made Princess Peach marry Bowser. Of course, Bowser was all up for it, as you'd expect. Princess Peach took a bit more convincing, so Anastasia had to hypnotize her into saying I do. With this, Count Black summoned the Chaos Heart, that little black heart you see in the middle of the room there, and with that creates the Void, which is meant to wipe out all dimensions. Yes, this is Count Black's master plan. He wants to wipe out all dimensions from existence and apparently create perfect new worlds. Of course, we can't let this happen, so Mario to the rescue. Let's go! So Mario, after meeting his new friend Tippy, is transported to this place, Flipside, the land between dimensions, where he meets Merlon. Merlon is some sort of ancient there, and hands to Mario the first pure heart, the red one. He tells Mario that he has to go on a quest to recover all eight pure hearts, to create the Purity Heart, to wipe out the Chaos Heart. But he would have to end Count Black's game in order to stop him. Mario takes him up on his offer. Well, if he doesn't take him up on the offer, he'll get game overed, and we'll have to sit for all the cutscenes again. So Mario obviously says yes. And as you can see, the void in the background is starting to grow a little. That void is what's going to consume every world in existence. Mario sets off on his new adventure after getting given directions from Merlon to visit Limeland to find the Flip Wizard Bestovius. Tippy accompanies him. Welcome to Limeland! Of course you can't see Limeland. This is the house of Bestovius, the Flip Wizard. Yes, Bestovius is a friend of Merlon's who teaches Mario the ability to flip between dimensions! Yes, Mario can press the A button to flip into 3D. Yeah, he can flip into 3D. He can't stay that long though, otherwise he starts losing health. Of course, Tippy's still there accompanying him. But yeah, Mario is truly reaching hero status right now. Moving on to the next area, Mount Limeland. I'm aware this isn't the music playing at this moment in time because, well, this is Underground meeting a pixel, but it's a good tune, so let it be. Mario meets his first new pixel ally, Thoro, who allows him to throw that red block there on the right to hit a switch to remove the gate from in front of that red door there on the left, so that they can get out the room. Yeah, so Thoro's kinda necessary. You'll notice with all the pixels, they'll say one thing, they'll just have their one conversation when you meet them, then they'll never speak again, except Tippy, because Tippy's special. So yeah, new friend, new partner, but not quite a partner like in 64 or 1000 Year Door. But new partner, still no hammer. Raining on you like a thunderstorm. Oh Chunks, he came for war. Yes, oh Chunks. This is the first of 4 boss fights against Oh Chunks. This is your first boss fight in the entire game. It happens in Chapter 1-3. Yep, Oh Chunks is his name. One word from his Blacky boy and he comes to make you feel some damage. Make that damage. Yep, he thunders down from on high and delivers a beating of the ages, or so he wishes. He's a really easy boss. Like, you just use Thoro to pick him up, throw him, and then stomp him. So yeah, that's the extent of Oh Chunks. Next, Mario takes on the robotic dragon Fractail. Definitely not inspired by World 1 boss from 1000 Year Door, Hooktail. So yes, we have Fractail. He's originally meant to guard the pure heart. However, from a little magic by Dementia, he's gone haywire. So, we gotta fight him. Giant dragon. This boss tune is good though. Fractail battle, it's relatively easy, but it happens. Then you can finish Chapter 1. Memory 1. Now, if you saw my previous original version of this video, you would know that I had tried to draw all the memory scenes myself, just out of creativity. But this time I took a different approach. So for this first scene, you just get in the text on the screen of the conversation between a man and a woman. That's all we know. The man is of the tribe of darkness. The woman is a human. Clearly, these two aren't usually used to mixing. Humans and tribe of darkness people. You can kind of get that from the scene. And obviously it's narrated by the guy from the tribe of darkness. Obviously, the more of the memory scenes we reach, the more it'll make sense. But for now, just let this sink in. And enjoy the music. On to the next one. Moving on to Gloom Valley. In between these two chapters, Peach joined our team. Yes, we found Princess Peach. She managed to escape from Castle Black. Thanks for the help of an unlikely ally. But yes, Princess Peach is on our team now. I'm aware this music doesn't play at this moment as well, but there's no other chance to play Gloom Valley, and it's a decent piece. Most of the Super Paper Mario OST is amazing, with one or two exceptions. River Twig's bad. But yeah, Princess Peach and Tippy are now meeting Boomer! Boomer's the explosive bomb pixel. Yeah, because he's the bomb. Yeah. I'm not proud of that pun even now. Anyway, moving on to the interesting part of Chapter 2. Well, hi there, big welcome. Welcome to Merly's Mansion. I am Lady Merly's handmaid. My name's Mimi. Yep, Mimi! Yeah. Definitely not a suspicious, shape-shifting bad guy. Yeah. But either way, Mario, Tippy, and what looks like a distracted Boomer has come into Merly's mansion and found Lady Mimi, who's apparently Merly's handmaid. Don't believe her for a second. Anyway, this is the shortest chapter in the whole game, really short. Either this or the real 7-1, but really short. If you take the right route, that is. But either way, Mimi! Rising suspicions, and, well, you'll see why she's suspicious in the next one! But yeah, Mimi. Mimi. And this is why I don't like Mimi. After Mario breaks a vase that's placed on top of an item box, Mimi gives Mario 1 million ruby debt. Yes, big debt. Big debt. And, well, Mario can't afford this, and she doesn't take coins. So, Mario has to work in some slave labor. Yes, he's got to run around in giant wheels, or jump repeatedly to hit these energy item boxes, to earn his rubies to pay off the 1 million ruby debt. Don't try and go to Mimi sooner, or you'll have to come back when you're a little richer. Now, here's the thing. 1 million rubies. This would take forever. I spent weeks running in this thing, maybe even months. But anyway, that was a long time ago. Late noughties, early 10s. I'm smarter now, so I would never do that again. But yep, Mario has to find the Pixel Slim to help him infiltrate a laser system to be able to access the safe with 1 million rubies in it, so then he can break the curse, causing Mimi to self-destruct. Yeah. This is a longer level. Mimi battle! Mimi in her true form after snapping her neck turns into Spider Mimi. Spider Mimi does whatever Spider Mimi does. And this fight takes place in the last place you'd expect to have a boss fight. The women's bathroom! In the basement of Merly's mansion. Yeah, Princess Peach and Mimi are about to have a fight. In the toilets. Mimi's supposed to be invincible, but thanks to the help of Merly, we can actually deal damage to her. Much harder boss battle than O-Chunks though, for sure. Definitely. But then that's the end of this chapter. Pure heart obtained. Memory 2. The second memory scene, which again is a blank screen, but I decided to put on this hill, which we know the two of them have met up on thanks to the screen on the end credits. The man below the tree, Blumiere, and the woman, Timpani, meet up despite Blumiere's father's very strong feelings against this happening. Obviously, humans, tribes, darkness, not meant to mix. But Blumiere and Timpani meet up anyway. I mean, Timpani did save Blumiere after all. So this is where it all starts with their friendship, which turns into a relationship. Blumiere and Timpani's story starts. Well, it started at the previous scene, but this is where it starts to grow. And the memory scenes will continue to tell this happy, definitely happy story. Nurr! Hi, technical! I caught a super rare pixelated butterfly! Francis the nerdy chameleon has kidnapped Tippy. Yep. Francis is pretty much a nerd of everything nerdy, including using the website digibutter.nerd. You can sign up for it right now. It's a real website. It's a forum website. We just have a bunch of people who talk about Mario stuff. So come join us. It's fun. Anyway, yep. Francis has kidnapped Tippy to post pictures of her on digibutter.nerd. Also, just because he can. It's our job to stop him. Barry, the barrier pixel, has spotted this and gives us hints on how to get to Fort Francis. However, he does not join us on our quest. Lazy idiot. Yep, no, he joins after Chapter 3 if you could be bothered to go back and meet him. Also, this is the level, Chapter 3-1, where we get to let Bowser join our team. Chapter 3-2. I suppose a lot goes on in this level. Firstly, Bowser can breathe fire underwater, defying all laws of common sense. Secondly, we meet Thudley, another pixel, who allows us to ground pound. Thirdly, the giant blooper appears. Yep, the big blooper battle. And of course, the most famous thing of all, this is the first level where we get to see Bowser's arms. Yep, that's the part where Bowser's arms spin around frantically, and it's just hilarious. But yeah, other than that, it's a dull level. It's showtime! How about some magic? And voila! You are now in Dimension D, a dimension of my own creation. In this mind-bending realm, my attacks are 256 times more potent. I am now far more powerful. Yes, Dementio's new dimension, Dimension D, makes everything 256 times more powerful. Including the people he fights, so really there's no difference. But this is our first match against Dementio. Now in the rest of this level, you climb a giant tree. It's pretty boring. I mean, sure, it's okay, it's tolerable. Unless you're playing as Bowser. Bowser's a bit too big for this bit. But we get Dementio fights, so it's all good. Yes, we love a good Dementio fight. From this point instantly, we do know that Dementio's A charming magician, and B, suspicious. Highly suspicious. Time to fight Francis, using Bowser and of course our new pixel friend Carrie, who'd also been locked up in Fort Francis. Francis used to capture a lot of stuff. Anyway, this chapter was really weird because Francis brought out his computer program Swoon.exe to try and seduce Peach. Yes, this was a very strange level. But it's over, and we get another pure heart when we save Tippy. Plus, this tune is surprisingly good for such a creepy villain. Well, he's not really much of a villain, he's just a creep. On to the third memory, where Timpani and Blumiere start to get a little closer to each other, which is why I've actually moved them closer to each other on the picture. You also notice Timpani's a slightly lighter shade. I will explain this when we get to later memories. But this is a sort of a sad memory. It's a memory of Timpani telling Blumiere that they can't be together, because Blumiere's dad won't allow it. It's not allowed for humans and Tribe of Darkness people to be together. Of course, Blumiere's unhappy about this. How could he not be? He's in love with this girl who saved his life. But Timpani's also unhappy too. They're both really sad. They don't want to be apart. But it would seem like this is how their fate is supposed to be. But don't worry. Things always get better. Right? Right? Outer space, where we meet Scorps the alien. This is pretty much all we have to say on this topic. Nothing interesting happens. We meet Scorps. Scorp. After meeting Scorps, we go to the planet's Blobule, a tiny planet, where Scorps really needed a bathroom break, so we stopped at an intergalactic porta potty. And, well, we met Fleep, who had been waiting so long for us, Amore. See for that memento. Moving on from that, we then go to the Twinkle Mart. Yes, have a twinkly day. Welcome to Twinkle Mart. If they're not closed, they're open. And they seem to always be open, so they're never closed. You can buy chocolate bars here. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. You have to feed Scorps a chocolate bar in chapter 4.3 to be able to access the last part of the chapter, the Woe Zone. Welcome to the Woe Zone. The Woe Zone is a giant space maze. Yep, you gotta go on the walls, on the ceiling. Gravity is really weird in this place. But at the end of it, it's rewarding, because then you get to meet Mr. L. Yep, you get to fight Mr. L. And then once you fought Mr. L, you get to fight his robot! Which means you get to hear this epic tune. Robot Battle. However, Robot Battle, Robot has more health than any other boss in the game. However, Robot has an interesting battle style where you basically just play like an arcade shooter, like Space Invaders kind of style, but horizontally instead of vertically, using Scorps as a gun. However, this battle could sometimes be really easy and over really quickly. I recall completing this battle in about 14 seconds one time. I think it was on my first walkthrough. Completed on the second time with no damage. But hey, you got to see Mr. L. That's pretty good, right? On to the fourth memory. This is where the story gets a little happier. Blumiere and Timpani decide that they are going to run away together and be happy. They're going to find somewhere where they can be happy and their love will be accepted. So Blumiere asks Timpani to marry him. And of course Timpani accepts. They love each other and everything is good now. Let's just hope Blumiere's father doesn't find out, or he is going to be pretty mad. Notice as well, I said it so that the sun moves, as if the sun is setting as the scenes go on. Timpani is once again a shade lighter. So, soon enough, Mario lands in the land of the Kragnons for Chapter 5. Yeah, he meets the Kragnons, who have apparently been kidnapped by the Floro-Sapiens. Mario has to go and save the Kragnons from the Floro-Sapiens. Oh! Looks like we got a little quest ahead of us. Soon enough, Bowser meets O-Chunks. Again, it's O-Chunks again. Really easy battle. However, this battle takes place in Dimension D. And then we meet the new pixel, the Hammer Pixel Kudge. Cragley ho! Next we meet Flint Cragley and his crag-trotting crew, who are shooting a TV show in the Flora Sapien Caverns. They join us on our quest to search for the truth of where all these Cragnons are going. Cragley ho! Next up, we end up in the deeper in the Flora Sapien Caverns, where we meet King Crocus. Yes, King Crocus the Fourth, who has actually been enslaving the Cragnons, mainly just because the Cragnons have been polluting the water, and that's what the Flora Sapiens drink. What you don't see in this picture is the amusing O Cabbage fight. Yes, O Chunks gets brainwashed by one of the Flora Sapien Flora Sprouts that they brainwash the Cragnons with. Dementia uses one on O Chunks to turn him into O Cabbage. Yes, also an easy fight. Soon enough, we obtain another pure heart. In the next memory scene, we see more of Lumiere and Timpani's story. At this point we can see that everything in their relationship is going pretty well and they couldn't be happier. So, kinda seems like everything went well. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Timpani is more faded in this image as well as it being nighttime. Nice little touch. Hacha! Summer's Kingdom next, where the world is almost completely engulfed by the void. The heroes have to run through a gauntlet of 100 fights to try and get the pure heart from King Sama. However, Count Black arrives a little early and tries to shorten the amount of time the heroes have left. Best to use Bowser and Barry with this match. Tippy has her first confrontation with Count Black and seems to recognise him from somewhere. Meanwhile, Dottie, who we picked up in the previous chapter, is just chilling. This theme is amazing. We don't get to hear much of it in this game, but this theme is amazing. Yep, just when we think King Sam's going to give us the pure heart early because of the void being here, turns out it was a decoy! A decoy! Yep, Mimi placed a decoy, and yep, we gotta fight her again. And this fight's a little difficult as well, because it's not Mimi in a spider form. It's Mimi surrounded by rubies! Yeah, she's got enough rubies. It's a quite difficult fight, probably best to use Peach for this one. But soon enough, the void has grown too large, and, well, Sama's kingdom falls. And we end up in the world of nothing. The remains of Sama's kingdom. Where Mr. L intercepts us with his Brobot L-type. Yes, his Brobot now has hands and legs. Well, hands and feet. He's convinced he's going to beat you this time because his robot has missiles and lasers and bombs. However, he still loses. Turns out his feet are a little susceptible to bombs. So call in Boomer for some help and you're all good. However, after defeat, Mr. L doesn't have much luck. Soon enough, after contemplating his defeat, he is confronted with Dementia. And what does Dementia do? Creates a magic box around Mr. L and finger snaps him out of existence. Yep, Dementia kills Mr. L. Chapter 6 gives us mass genocide of an entire dimension and killing Mr. L. Rated E for everyone. Then we get to memory 6. This is the 6th memory. This one, no image, just text. It's a conversation between Blumia and Blumia's father. We don't know what Blumia's father is called or what he looks like. But it's Blumia and his father talking about how Blumia's father is now sort of banished Timpani out of their dimension. Cursed to wander through all dimensions forever. As you can imagine, this makes Blumia very sad. So, all's well that does not end well. Blumia and Timpani are no more. As far as he's concerned, Timpani is dead. As far as Blumia knows, and of course Blumia is understandably sad about this, and he will act upon this. Now I can explain. The reason I made Timpani's shades lighter throughout the memories is because she fades away from memory. See what I did? Because, you know, she gets cast out and maybe Blumia's memory of her fades a little. Of course, Blumia always loves Timpani. Always will. So, soon enough, he'll seek revenge on his father. Whilst in Flipside, showing Merlon the rather dead pure heart from Samus' kingdom, Dementia turns up and does exactly what he did to Mr. L. Creates a magic force field around Mario, Peach and Bowser and finger snaps them out of existence. Yep, Dementia's on a real killing spree at the moment. Meanwhile, Merlon and Tippy, they just have to watch. Hey, no face, so tell me, first time down here in the underwear? Ha, just a little joke. People don't arrive here twice. This is where people go when their games are over. Some call it World -1. Yeah, Mario, after being snapped out of existence by Dementia, is somehow in hell. This is Super Paper Mario's version of hell. Mario's there for some reason. Not sure what he did to get there. I'm gonna assume it's from stomping innocent Goombas. So this is where Chapter 7 takes place. Mario needs to find his way out. And he does so by confronting the leader of the Underwear, Queen Jades, who then takes him back to his world after he finds her daughter for a love bee. But soon enough, Mario and Luigi reunite. That's good music. Mario and Luigi reunite, and when they do, Luigi's obviously no longer in his Mr. L state after he got game overed by Dementia. And the two of them are the only heroes now playable because Bowser and Peach are missing. And they've now been tasked with transporting Love Bee to the Over There, which is heaven in Super Paper Mario. Yes, this is the religious chapter. So, onwards with the long, tedious climb up through vertical levels with Love Bee, the annoying girl. Yep, fun chapter. Fun chapter. And for those people who say to me, Super Paper Mario is bad because it didn't have turn-based RPG-style battles, here's your consolation prize. The Underchomp battle. Yes, it's a turn-based RPG battle. It's pretty easy. If you have Piccolo, you can put them to sleep with Piccolo and then deal more damage, but I don't bother getting Piccolo, so just use Studley and Bowser and do a couple of ground pounds and bam, they're all dead. It was a fun little gimmick there for a battle. Okay, tell me that wasn't the Nokia ringtone at the start of that piece. Bone Chill appears. Bone Chill, the fallen angel from heaven that descended into hell. Well, yeah, kinda. The fallen NIMBY who descended from the Over There to the Underwear. This is not heaven and hell. And this is not... But yes, this is not religious references here. But yeah, Bone Chill reveals that the true pure heart is in fact Love Bee. And of course, Love Bee's father, Gran Bee, is obviously trying to protect her. But Bone Chill, he's menacing. He looks evil. He's the easiest boss in the game. as I only took 7 seconds to defeat him with the combination of Mighty Tonic and Luigi Super Jump. Luigi Super Jump! Game over for Bone Show. Pretty easy. After the end of this, we have all 8 pure hearts. The game is almost complete. The final memory scene, where Blumier's father is pleading with Blumier not to use this sacred book, the Dark Prognosticus, to use its prophecies to destroy everything. Well, Blumier's not having none of that, so Blumier decides to use this book to wipe out his own dimension. He then gives up the name Blumier and becomes Count Black. Yes, it is at this point it is revealed that Count Black is Blumier, and these memory scenes are his memories about Timpani. Whoever could that be? But yeah, this is Blumier slash Count Black's backstory. It's very good. It's a very good story. So Blumier's father takes his love away, he takes his father's entire dimension away. Seems kind of fair, right? But no, yeah, this is the start of Black's genocide run. He kills one dimension, along with his father and all the other Tribe of Darkness members, leaving only 2 members of the tribe, himself and Nastasia. I'd go into Nastasia's backstory, but that's for another time. That'll be a long video. So yep, this is how Count Black came to be where he is now. And now, onwards to Castle Black. Castle Black time. Yep, in Castle Black, first of all, Bowser faces off with Old Chunks. After beating Old Chunks, who becomes chunked up and makes himself bigger, but still loses easily, the ceiling collapses. Bowser and Old Chunks hold the ceiling up for the rest of the heroes to get through, before both seemingly getting their games ended by this collapsing ceiling. In the next chapter of Chapter 8, the next level, Peach and Mimi face off. Mimi returns to her spider form for this battle. After insulting Peach, Peach gets very angry and decides to battle her herself. After winning, Peach then saves Mimi from the floor falling away. Mario and Luigi run off ahead. Peach loses her grip, and it seems like Peach and Mimi both also got their games ended. Moving on to the next level, Luigi fights Dementia. However, after winning, Luigi is then trapped in a magic box by Dementia, and Dementia proceeds to game over both of them, so that Count Black can't get his hands on Luigi's power. It is in this level that we discover that Dementia is helping us beat Count Black. He's the one who helped Peach escape from Castle Black. He's the one who killed Mr. R so that Luigi and Mario could reunite, and sent Mario and friends to the Underwear so that they could restore the power of the pure heart. Turns out Dementia was using Black. Black doesn't want perfect new worlds, he just wants to destroy the worlds. Dementia does want the perfect new worlds, so asks us to help him. Of course we decline him. So, Dementia is dealt with. And then we enter the closing battle. This is seemingly the final battle in the entire game. It is Count Black. Finally, you get to fight Count Black. And it's just Mario left, so Mario vs Count Black. However, Count Black is invincible thanks to the power of the Chaos Heart. But Mario's not alone, because his friends, Luigi, Peach and Bowser, all return, bringing along with them the pure hearts, which they use to shatter Black's barrier, so that he can be beat. Black has some difficult moves, but other than that, he does pretty good. It's a pretty easy battle. Like pretty much every battle in this game. So Count Black is then defeated. After being defeated, Count Black and Tippy realise that they are each other's loves. Count Black realises Blumier and Tippy realises Timpani. They're finally reunited, however, right at the moment where Count Black's game is about to end, and the Void is about to destroy everything. Of course, Count Black and Tippy have a very emotional conversation, just to be broken up by the fact that Anastasia jumps in the way of a magic projectile to save Count Black. Anastasia was knocked out by Dementia, who is still alive after all. Yes, Dementia is still here. And with that comes one of the greatest themes in any Paper Mario game. The ultimate show! Yes! Dementia uses Mr. L, Luigi, turns him into Mr. L, and mixes him with the Chaos Heart, with himself, to make Super Dementio. Yes! Dementia was created the ultimate power to harness the power of the Chaos Heart. And here he is, Super Dementio. Yes, it takes our heroes using their pixels to help defeat this giant monstrous being. And this theme is epic. This theme is so epic. So good. Yep, this is the true final battle of Super Paper Mario. But then after you defeat Dementio, actually, while you're fighting Dementio, some other various worlds like Flipside, the Bitlands, Land of the Cragnons, Limeland, they all start disappearing one by one. The void consumes them. Dementia, after being defeated, leaves a shadow of himself to control the power of the Chaos Heart just long enough to destroy every world in existence. It would seem Dementia's plan is to be complete. However, there is one thing Dementio did not account for, and that was the Count. Count Black and Tippy. The true key to stopping the Chaos Heart. Through a door in Count Black's inner sanctum, they return to the wedding room where everything began with Peach and Bowser. Count Black and Tippy, they finally get married. They finally live out their vows that they promised each other. However, we don't know if it's happily ever after. They aren't sure if using the Pure Hearts to make the Pure Heart to destroy the Chaos Heart would wipe them out as well. And to this day, no one ever knows. It's a mystery. All we know is Count Black and Tippy, Blumere and Timpani, bounding through time, forever. Always the best ending in the Paper Mario series. So emotional. Yes, and the music really fits. Bounding through time. Ah, isn't that just amazing? Super Paper Mario soundtrack really is something special. And so is this game, and its ending is gorgeous. It's just amazing. After this moment, all the worlds are restored, so the void's damage is undone. All the dimensions, Samus Kingdom, Limeland, Land of the Cragnons, all returned. And the heroes, well, they go back to Flipside. Anastasia recovers and realizes the Count is gone, but is promised comfort from her minion friends Ochunks and Mimi, who seek to create these perfect worlds that Count Black sought out for. And the rest of the heroes, along with Merlon, reflect on the events and then in the end decide to go and eat some food. And that is how the game ends. The game ends with Merlon proclaiming he is hungry. Epic endings. Yep, this game truly was amazing. It truly was. Yep. And this is the end screen. This is the screen at the very end of the credits. It's Blumere and Timpani on top of a hill, seemingly alive. You're to assume that's Timpani because that is very clearly Blumere / Count Black. So maybe they're alive, maybe they're in some sort of purgatory or some sort of heaven. But the important thing is they're together and they're happy. That's what matters. So is this a happy ending game? Yes. Even if it was that Blumio and Timpani died, it's still a good ending. It's still a happy ending. Ah, this theme's nice too. Yep, everything about this game is amazing. Story, characters, soundtrack. Yes, some people don't like its battle system. I enjoy it though. I love this game. And I hope everyone else sees this game the way I see it too. But then again, at the same time, I hope they don't, because this game is very special to me, and I know it's not for everyone. Some people prefer the RPG turn-based battles of Thousand Year Door, and some people for some reason might even prefer Color Splash. I'm not going to say Sticker Star, I have too much standards for that. But obviously Origami King was good as well, that was different. Everyone has a different Paper Mario game that they like best, because they're all very different, but this one's for me. This one is for me. The story, the soundtrack, the characters, I will go on forever about how good this is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this remake of my very first video, and please be sure to stick around for the second year of Mr. L. But, at this point, I thank everyone who stuck around with me for the first year. There's been ups and downs, highs and lows, loads of different walkthroughs, exciting moments from the revelation of me getting the 1000 Year Door and playing that through, to not so fantastic moments of playing some of Super Mario 3D All-Stars, which were just okay, to the funny moments such as the Sunshine walkthrough with the I'm a Chuckster level and the Pachinko machine, to the also rather lacking levels like, well, the start of my upcoming Color Splash walkthrough. It gets better, trust me, keep with it. We've done loads. We've done Super Paper Mario, Paper Mario Origami King, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, now Paper Mario Color Splash is coming out, and we've had Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Coming soon, you can expect Partners in Time and Super Mario RPG, maybe my Mario Maker 2 levels again on a bigger screen, which would be nice, and maybe even Paper Mario 64. So, may we meet again in another time and place. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and etc. Thanks for one awesome year. Stick around and I'll see you next time. Ciao!